We have seen significant growth in the past several years. And when we look at the deals that are happening, the companies that are being founded, the technologies that are expanding, we're confident that we are going to continue to grow, continue to succeed, and continue to solve unmet medical needs here in Massachusetts.
If you look at our small population of 6 million people, the fact that so much innovation comes out of this state has a lot to do with the academic environment here. There is more brain power here in a concentrated form than anywhere on the globe. And that, combined with the culture and the kind of companies that grow up here and the venture community, allow startups to get formed and technology companies to grow in a very unique way.
The innovation really is spawned by the intermingling of people with different ideas and the close proximity of the Massachusetts supercluster, and specifically Cambridge, is really where it happens. So the idea of being able to casually interact with people from different academic backgrounds, different industry backgrounds, is really one of the key reasons that the cluster is as productive as it is.
The supercluster continues to attract great companies. It continues to be a hub of innovation, and it continues to be the place where students from all over the world want to come and be educated. So I see that all those things that have given it growth up to this point will continue to have it grow in the future. And I think it actually will accelerate to some extent. You're seeing a lot of companies look for places to sort of consolidate operations in some cases, or looking for places to put their innovation hubs. And I think that Massachusetts is going to be the leader in that area.
The Massachusetts Biomanufacturing Roundtable was created as an outgrowth of some research that took place at MIT about the industry here in the state. And what we found was that there was an enormous amount going on, and that a lot of people were not aware of all this work. And so the group comes together multiple times a year and has really been able to focus on the opportunities for the state in innovation, in talent development, and it's now become a real leading voice on biomanufacturing for the state, but not only for what's going on here, but what's going on globally and how the region can take advantage of that.
I think it's huge when you look at the number of companies who previously had major research facilities in other parts of the United States and have moved them or decided to Massachusetts, or decided their growth would occur in Massachusetts. A very significant factor is the availability of employees with the necessary skills and the necessary interests.
Yeah, I think the supercluster concept in biotechnology is critical, because a lot of places can bring together one or two or even three of the various components that Boston and Massachusetts can deliver on. But Massachusetts does have all of them. And as you look at healthcare and see the increasing complexity moving forward, where now you need the science in terms of having the right drug or the right protein to deliver on the disease side of things, you also need genomic tests. You also need companion diagnostics. You also potentially need IT health infrastructure. All these other components, it's really going to take healthcare into the next decades, and all that's here.
Our company is here because of the academics, the medical facilities, the venture capitalists, and the large and extensive experience that the personnel have in biotechnology here.
Then in the early middle part of this century, really venture capital in its most extraordinary sense was born here, with people wanting to take risk with their investments and seeing the life sciences as a tremendous opportunity. To be sitting here with this bounty of investment from the NIH, the NSF, and the federal government, and investments from private enterprise, being able to create a cluster of new industry has just allowed this area to explode in a way that's like almost no other.
The word supercluster is a fair definition and describes Massachusetts very well. Thinking in my own history as a scientist, I never thought that much about, well, where does the money come from? Where does the funding come from? How important is it to have a supportive government? In fact, it is very important, and as I've been here over the past few years, you can see that there's a lot of support for growing small places, for helping them develop their technology so that someday Amgen can use that technology. There are hospitals here for which we talk to the physicians. What are you looking for? What is it that you would want to treat your patients with? What can we help bring to the table for you, or what can you bring to us? The partnership opportunities here are fabulous.
What a tremendous opportunity to work with some of the world leaders that happen to be based here in Boston. So for us, it's often a short drive to meet with some of the leading scientists that are part of our scientific advisory board. So that's a very, very unique proposition that I don't think any other city in the United States, maybe even in the world.
Massachusetts is a great place to do business because we uniquely have all of the ingredients that are needed to go from the discovery process through commercialization. The academic institutions, the talented workforce, young companies, it's important to have the entrepreneurs, as well as the mature companies, and a vibrant investment community. Most of all, we have the support of this administration and the legislature.